everyone, welcome back to Future Horizon. Today we're diving into something that sounds like it belongs in science fiction, but it's already becoming reality. Imagine an artificial intelligence system that doesn't just follow commands, doesn't just predict words, but actually starts thinking through problems the way humans do. Not just faster, but smarter, more strategic, more independent. This new breakthrough is called Loop, and many experts believe it could be the moment AI crosses a line we've never seen before. Some researchers are calling it the beginning of machine reasoning, while others are asking a much bigger question. What happens when AI begins to think for itself? From the outside, Loop may not look dramatic. There are no robots walking around, no glowing machines or futuristic labs straight out of movies. Its exterior is surprisingly simple. Just a digital system built on advanced neural architectures running inside powerful data centers. But behind that simple interface is a design philosophy that's completely different from traditional AI. Instead of generating answers instantly like most systems, Loop is designed to pause, reflect, analyze, and then decide. In other words, it runs internal reasoning cycles, loops, where it reviews its own thoughts before giving an answer. Think of it like a human brainstorming in their mind before speaking. That quiet internal thinking process is what makes Loop so fascinating and also a little unsettling. Step inside the system structure and things get even more interesting. The interior of Loop is built around layered reasoning models that simulate decision-making steps similar to human cognition. Instead of producing a response immediately, Loop evaluates multiple possible answers, compares them, revises its reasoning, and then chooses the best conclusion. This internal reflection process is what researchers believe gives it a more human-like approach to problem solving. It's like the AI is having a conversation with itself before responding to you. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where Loop starts turning heads across the tech world. Traditional AI models are extremely powerful at predicting patterns in data, but they often struggle with complex logic, planning, or multi-step reasoning. Changes that. Early tests show it solving advanced puzzles, strategic planning challenges, and complex analytical problems at levels far beyond conventional AI systems. In some experiments, Loop was able to analyze problems, correct its own mistakes mid-process, and improve its answers without human intervention. That ability to self-evaluate and refine decisions is something researchers have been chasing for decades. Imagine asking an AI a difficult question, and instead of guessing quickly, it actually thinks deeply about the problem, considers multiple perspectives, and then delivers a well-reasoned solution. That's the kind of performance shift Loop is bringing to the table. But with greater intelligence comes an even bigger conversation about safety. Whenever technology begins to mimic human reasoning, experts naturally start asking difficult questions. Safeguards exist? How do we ensure the system remains aligned with human values? Developers working on Loop have built multiple safety layers designed to monitor its reasoning cycles. These systems track decision paths, limit autonomous behavior, and ensure the AI cannot operate beyond defined boundaries. The idea is to create transparency inside the thinking process so researchers can understand why the AI reached a certain conclusion. However, even with these protections, the debate continues. Some experts believe Loop is a massive step forward for science and innovation. Others warn that systems capable of complex reasoning could eventually become unpredictable, if not carefully controlled. This balance between innovation and responsibility will likely define the next decade of AI development. One of the most fascinating aspects of Loop is its unique selling point, its ability to simulate human-style reflection. Most AI systems are built for speed, producing results instantly. Loop is designed for depth. It slows down the thinking process intentionally, running multiple internal loops that evaluate assumptions and test different ideas before producing an answer. This creates responses that often feel more thoughtful and structured. Another unique advantage is adaptability. Because Loop continuously evaluates its reasoning path, it can adjust strategies mid-problem, something traditional models struggle with. It's similar to how humans change their approach when they realize their first idea isn't working. This ability could transform industries like scientific research, medicine, engineering, and even education, where complex reasoning is essential. And instead of just answering questions, it can help brainstorm solutions, analyze long-term strategies, and even challenge flawed assumptions. Imagine scientists working with an AI that doesn't just provide data but actually helps think through discoveries. Or businesses using AI partners capable of analyzing market trends, predicting outcomes, and suggesting strategic decisions. This could dramatically change how humans interact with machines. Instead of tools that simply execute tasks, we may soon have thinking partners. Now you might be wondering about the price of something this powerful. Interestingly, Loop isn't being released as a consumer product with a fixed price tag like a smartphone or gadget. Instead, it's expected to be integrated into research platforms, enterprise systems, and advanced AI services. Go! Now, the real cost will likely come through cloud computing access, specialized infrastructure, and enterprise licensing. Large companies and research institutions will probably be the first to use it, investing millions in the computing power required to run these advanced reasoning models. Over time, just like previous AI technologies, the cost may decrease as the technology becomes more efficient and widely adopted. But startups and labs today could eventually reach everyday tools used by millions of people. But the biggest question isn't the technology itself. It's what this means for the future. If Loop truly represents the first generation of AI systems capable of structured reasoning, we might be witnessing the beginning of a completely new era. Think about it and please. For decades, computers have been incredibly fast calculators and pattern recognizers. Now we're moving toward machines that can analyze, reflect, and reason. This shift could accelerate scientific breakthroughs, solve complex global problems, and unlock innovations we can't even imagine yet. At the same time, it challenges us to think carefully about ethics, control, and responsibility. And here's something worth thinking about. Every major technological leap in history started with a moment where people realized the world was about to change. The invention of electricity, the creation of the internet, the rise of smartphones, all of them felt unbelievable at first. Loop might be one of those moments. A quiet breakthrough that could reshape how humans and machines work together for generations. So the real question is not whether AI will become more intelligent. It absolutely will. The real question is how humanity chooses to guide that intelligence. Will systems like Loop become powerful partners that help us solve the biggest challenges facing our world? Or will they push us into a future we're not fully prepared for? One thing is certain. The age of thinking machines is no longer a distant dream, it's beginning right now. And if technologies like Loop continue evolving at this pace, the next decade might redefine what intelligence itself really means. If you found this fascinating and want to stay ahead of the most shocking breakthroughs shaping our future, make sure you stay connected with Future Horizon, because the future isn't coming slowly anymore.